Yeah! Welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions Saturday Night Live, number 121. We've got a great show today. I'm going to be doing it solo for a little bit. Chuck won't be joining us tonight. He is off on a siesta with his honey somewhere in upstate New York, probably at some nice villa, having beer and pizza. Who knows? So it should be a good show. I want to thank all the folks that are in the chat. We are up to 12. That is awesome. So before I say hello to everybody, it is time to do On This Day in History. All right, on this date in 1778, American Revolution, Louis XVI of France declares war on the Kingdom of Great Britain. 1940, Battle of Britain begins as Nazi forces attacked shipping convoys in the English Channel. 1985, French foreign intelligence agents blow up the Greenpeace boat Rainbow Warrior in Auckland Harbour, New Zealand, to prevent it from interfering with French nuclear tests in the South Pacific. Dutch photographer Fernando Perrin, whatever his name is killed, sadly. 1991, Boris Yeltsin is elected first president of the Russian Federation. 2012, the American Episcopal Church becomes the first to approve right for blessing gay marriages. Alrighty, let's go on to film and TV. (1949) WJAR TV Channel 10, Providence, Rhode Island, NBC begins broadcasting. 1950, Your Hit Parade premieres on NBC. Later, CBS TV broadcasts on radio from 1935. 1975, Gladys Knight and the Pips Summer Series premieres on NBC TV. 1978, World News Tonight premieres on ABC with Max Robinson, the first black anchor on a network newscast in the U.S. 1981, Walt Disney's Fox and the Hound is released. Also in 1981, Escape from New York, directed by John Carpenter, starring Kurt Russell and Donald Pleasant, premieres in the U.S. 1990, Andrew Dice Clay, comedian, cries on the Arsenio Hall show. All right, that is On This Date in film and TV. Let's go to music. 1937, Dutch guitarist Django Reinhardt's quintet premieres in Du Hot Club. I guess that's in France or Belgium, who knows. 1948, Allegro closes at the Majestic Theater in New York City after 318 performances. 1948, Ballet Ballads closes at the Music Box Theater in New York City after 62 performances. Also 1948, Look Ma, I'm Dancing closes at Delphi Theater in New York City after 188 performances. 1964, the Beatles released A Hard Day's Night, their third studio album. 1965, sixth album goes #1 and stays #1 for 6 weeks. Also 1965, Rolling Stones score their first U.S. #1 single, I Can't Get No Satisfaction. All right, let's go over to sports. 1920, Tris Speaker is stopped at 11 consecutive hits by Tom Zachary. That's baseball, folks. 1922, Wimbledon's men's tennis, Australian Gerald Patterson wins his second Wimbledon title, beats Randolph Lysette 6-3, 6-4, 6-2. 1926, U.S. Open Men's Golf in Scotia Country Club. Amateur Bobby Jones, winner of the British Open 2 weeks earlier, claims the record of his 4 U.S. Opens, 1 stroke ahead of runner-up Joe Turnessa. 1929, in game between the Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies. 9 home runs hit, 1 in each inning. Wow. 1934, second All-Star game. American League wins 9-7 at the Polo Grounds, New York City. Also, 1934, National League pitcher Carl Hubble strikes out Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Fox, Al Simmons, and Joe Cronin for American League Baseball All-Star Game record of consecutive strikeouts. American League still wins 9-7. And that is all for what happened on this day in history. Alrighty, hey, we already got our first panelists all the way down in Texas. It's Sean Oz and Kelly. Hello, guys.
Hey, Art, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for joining.
Sure thing, man. Good to see you. Thanks for watching us last night.
You're welcome.
Show.
Sean, you're looking pretty young with all that nice clean shave look.
No, I didn't want to bring a razor with me, so I went clean, and it'll be back to 5 o'clock by tomorrow.
Okay. It'll be 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock tomorrow. Oh, that's good.
About 2 days. So we just got back from Waco, Texas. We went to this cool little park that we were allowed to fly the drone in over the surfing park.
Ooh.
Kelly was a little timid, so he didn't go crazy with it. I was like waving him down. Come on, closer, Kelly, come closer. And he was like up far away to make sure he wasn't in anybody. But I got permission from the lifeguard that was in the water. He's like, he can come right by our heads, man. But he was so far away, I didn't have a phone. I'm in the water, so I couldn't communicate.
Okay.
Come on, get over here. But we did get some footage.
Awesome.
And now we're back from Waco, and we are headed out.
It's literally right over there, right down that road is where Spin Up's going to be.
We're passing Spin Up's location.
Okay, cool.
Oh, did you see it? Did everybody see it in the chat?
It's about a curve.
I think we did. Very quickly.
Nice. So now we're headed out into the middle of nowhere, out towards Marble Falls, and I have a video planned that we just went and bought a bunch of supplies for.
Okay.
That is, if it goes and gets edited the way I'm picturing it in my head, it's going to be like nothing we've ever seen. We're going to get a lot of likers and a lot of serious haters on it. It's going to make people, well, that's a felon. You can't do that. That's the biggest. It's a surprise.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, we don't.
Awesome. Oh,
Who's in
cool.
the chat?
I can't see the
Okay,
chat. I don't know.
we've got Blind Neil, Steve Mack, Mike, Ted Sark, Drone Guy, Akira Show, Jody, Drone Shot, Chris Hope. We got Robbie, RC, Belgium, all the way from Belgium. Blind Neil, Bill Ronayne, Toys, and Chris Wedgeworth, Steve Mack,
Chris Hope.
and Margie TV, all the way from the Philippines. Mel at 400 AGL.
Hey, Mel.
Cool. So
We were just talking about how hard it is to crash two airplanes into each other when you try.
I used to do it on purpose all the time. So, what's going on with your show there tonight, Art? What's your topic?
Well, I was going to talk about flying a drone through fireworks over 4th of July weekend.
Nice.
And how that could be kind of awesome, or it could be pretty scary.
Yes.
So my tips would be use the drone that you don't want anymore.
Or
That's
borrow,
right. Mm-hmm.
borrow one from a friend.
Yeah, I'll borrow yours, Art.
Yeah, like a Mavic Air.
Next thing you know, you'll end up with a Mavic 3, right?
That's right.
I'm not flying one of your drones again, buddy. No, seriously though, that is you got to fly it like you stole it.
Mm-hmm.
That is the way you get good fireworks shot. You have to make sure, obviously, you're not over people.
That's
and
right.
send it. You got to just send it, and if you lose it, you
Mm-hmm.
lose it. That is the way to get the best fireworks.
Record on the controller.
Mm-hmm.
And did you guys watch Ken Heron's video where he flew through fireworks?
No,
That was really cool.
Sean's been keeping me pretty busy.
Non-stop. Go.
Oh.
I just flew in last night down to Texas. My gosh, it is much more humid than I remember Austin being. Austin didn't ever seem to be very humid to me. But it does. Right. I mean, they have been getting rain while I was here, so I was trying to explain to Kelly, when we get rain in the mountains, it's not humid afterwards, like at all.
Yeah.
Like it's dry instantly.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Because,
you said last
Denver,
night that it's been 100 degrees down in Denver.
Yep. We got up to 102 on Thursday, and then we got up to 99 the following day. Now today, I think we got up to 85.
That's no good. It was like 70, 74 up by my house in the mountains. It's amazing what 4,000, 5,000 feet makes,
right?
Go up.
Yeah, that's right. And remember, Denver is actually an alpine desert.
What is?
Denver is in an alpine desert.
I did not know that. That explains the heat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so it's interesting coming here because I have not been able to travel back to visit anybody in a couple of years. I did come for spin up last year, but that's a pretty quick trip. But just driving around, the two of us, I'm looking at things and go, the areas I used to fly drones and be like, oh, this is amazing. Like a water tower or some trees or a hill. Mm-hmm. And we were actually talking about this like an hour ago, and we're like, I'm spoiled now. I wouldn't put a drone up in any of this stuff just because there's what I'm used to flying in now. And it's awesome and sort of sad at the same time because I am so spoiled to flying that I don't want to fly unless it's like really cool. Mm. Yeah, mountains or some kind of water, something with water would be cool too, which is what we're going to today. So the video we're going to make is over water. So that's
cool.
Another hint.
Cool.
We'll land in water like a cliffside video. And Kelly brought some FPV drones, and we're going to do some FPV flying.
Awesome. That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow morning. There's a couple of local guys that I'm going to be flying over at Adams County Fairgrounds.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Are there any carnival rides or anything to fly through?
Probably not. It's probably, well, there's a couple ponds there. It's more like a big open area. And then when
What
they
are you going to
have
be flying, Art?
I am going to be flying the Tiny Hawk 2.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's got, as long as there's no wind.
Yep. Well, in
It
the
does get blown
morning, we
away.
don't get a whole lot of wind. So it should be pretty good tomorrow.
Nice.
And I'll have all my camera gear all ready to go to video that. And also, I got these power banks.
We didn't
These
test
are
it.
really handy for drone flying and fishing. So you could charge up your cameras, your batteries, whatever, your cell phone.
Art, excuse me for just a second. I'm just going to double check the map. So if we vanish, we'll be right back.
Okay.
I want to make sure we didn't miss our turn.
Well, I want to say hello to Drone Views Media, Bluegrass Drone Guy, and Chris Sunrise Water Media.
Says, oh, I think we might have missed it actually. We were down.
Oh, you're not a very good co-pilot, Sean.
No. What's that?
You're not a very good co-pilot.
Well, the problem is we had it mapped, and I know where we're going, and then we both started just talking to you.
Yeah, and also there's a lot of construction on this road right now.
So it looks different.
Yeah.
This one's not my fault.
It's not his fault. I'll take this one.
Kelly got into your live stream.
That's right.
So yeah, we're gonna make a live stream. Yeah, we
Yes.
So
I want to say hello to David, the Arizona Drone Dude. Welcome to the show, Akira Show. Yes, Akira Show. I can fly the gap between the goats' back legs. Wow, we got people from all over. We got Robbie all the way from Belgium, and then we have Margie all the way from the Philippines. So we got a good crowd. I also want to thank Tony, Tropic Drones, Tropic FPV for this awesome stickers. Gods, Guns, and Drones. Awesome stickers. Thank you very much, Tony. Also, if you guys remember about a couple months ago, we had the SWAT team here at my apartment. Some knucklehead behind me was holding some hostages. Well, he's been evicted. So his stuff is out on the lawn, and I don't think he's going to be needing some of that stuff. So what I did is I was able to find a hard drive, a laptop hard drive. I'll check it and see if it works.
Here, you put it in here. What's the address? That's good idea. You can see it.
And also I found a couple little digital cameras, a Verizon tablet. Oh, thank you, Steve, for there's my
8007 Trinity True. Got it?
that's my Teespring. So if you want to, I've got all kinds of cool stuff there. I've got mugs, I've got tumblers, I've got all kinds of cool things. So also when I pulled out remember these SD cards, 16 gigabyte card in one of those digital cameras. That was
Now the map's showing.
Yes.
All right, we are back.
Oh, cool.
We're going the
You did-
scenic route,
Oh, good.
not on purpose.
So, how'd
You
you
were-
like
you were-
Waco? That's a pretty nice little town.
What's that?
Waco, Texas.
It's a pretty nice little town. I mean, it's got
Tell them where we ate lunch, Sean.
the health shack,
Health camp.
health camp.
You ever been to the health camp in Waco?
No, I performed at the Waterworks in Waco,
Oh.
Texas. And the headliner was Ellen DeGeneres.
Wow.
Was she as mean and rude as everyone says she is? Everybody else?
You know, she was nice to me. You
Good.
know, we had a good show and it was fun.
Nice.
I
Yeah, well,
worked
we
all
were
over
so
Texas.
entertained by you, Art, that we completely missed our exit by 11 miles.
Oh,
You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job.
well,
So
you're seeing a lot of Texas.
the Air 2S over the wave park.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. I also had to do where you have to override. Basically, I had to an authorization. I had to do an authorization. And
oh, Lank.
So
I was using a Spark controller, so I had to hotspot the Spark controller with my phone to get the authorization. And then once I got it, it was fine. There was a small airport not too far from there, and so didn't see anybody.
I see. That's good. That's good. I went fishing this morning, and where I fish, well, it's a couple miles from an airport. So I happen to be in the landing pattern because planes were flying right over me. A lot of people with Lear jets flying over.
Really?
Yep.
Like private ones? Private leaders?
Don't choke on the run.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, that would.
Well, do you have to do a authorization when you fly there, or do you fly there?
No, I don't fly there. I went fishing that day.
And what did you catch?
Nothing. July has been terrible for me.
It's too hot. Fish don't like it.
Yeah, that's true. They were jumping like crazy, though.
That's funny. They're both going.
Can you hear every time it tells us a turn? Do you hear it on our loud through the speakers and stuff?
No, I haven't.
Oh no, you can't. That's surprising. It keeps spitting out. Turn left here. And I wasn't sure if it was coming back through the microphone in route of the ship.
Okay.
You got any other guests coming on tonight?
I'm hoping that. Well, I know James will probably be coming on a little later because it is. I think it's 7:24 in the morning, Sunday in the Philippines. So he'll give us an update on the volcano that's going on over there. Yeah.
Is it active?
It's
going right now?
A what?
The volcano, is it active? It's actually spewing?
Yes, it kicked out a bunch of ash and some small stones and stuff. Yeah.
Is there
Evidently,
lava flow? Is there some lava flowing, do you think?
No. What had happened was the lava dome got close to the water in the little lake there, and it just caused it to blow up and blow a lot of ash and SO2, which is
I feel
not
like
good to.
flying over a volcano would be fun. It'd be a little nerve-wracking, but I mean, if you crash, you're not going to hurt anybody. It's just going to go poof, and that's
Yeah,
it.
that's Yeah,
Much
like
the
that
that was
guy
on the
in
same episode. What? When he didn't fly into a volcano?
Iceland.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. That was crazy footage.
I think we're in Liberty Hill.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pay attention with Kelly and try to figure out where we're going, Art. And we're probably gonna lose the
Okay.
signal. Oh, there's the popo. There's a popo. Watch out.
Liberty Hill cops.
They'll get you.
That's how they make their revenue. Don't come speeding through Liberty Hill. They got a speed trap. Roscoe P. Coltrane.
I love that.
Get him, Flash!
That show is great. All right.
Oh no, Sean! The bridge is out ahead.
Oh, we better jump it.
We better jump it.
Punch it, Kelly. Go. It's 60 miles per hour.
All right.
Oh,
Are you driving Trans Am?
Real.
We were never seen again.
And that was the last you all saw us on the ArtCo Live. Live.
There you go.
Solutions.
Dude, it's beautiful out here.
I did the art, how you begin your shows. Something like that. There you go. You got it. Of course, he's the master. He's got it. Oh, yeah. It's the 2-finger play. That's it. Like this. You know what that one is, right? Do I need to tell anybody in the viewers, maybe the viewers know? You get the 3 fingers like this. What does that mean?
Devil horns?
No.
No.
Is everybody ready? Should I tell everybody yet, or should we wait?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. I'm gonna guess yes.
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
Oh. Oh man.
And now we're going. I think I accidentally did that was us out. I should leave that in. That would be great. Oh shit, that was really funny. Wait,
I'll have to make that thumbnail now.
Your video title.
That's great. Oh, that's great.
Hey, we got DJ all the way from Greece watching us. I believe it's 2:30 a.m.
Chris is in the chat.
Yep, Chris Hope.
And Sunrise Water Media, both of them. Nice. Both Chris's. C and a K.
Yep, Johnny Drone Flyer. Hey, Johnny. Good to see you. Dustin Gable.
And it's funny because Kelly keeps looking at the camera and so I'm turning it more and more this way.
Right, because it's a 2-lane road.
It's a 2-lane road, and we're
cops.
Whoosh into another car.
Yeah. That's not how I want to go down.
That would suck. Yeah. That would suck so bad. It was a really pretty guy. I think we're gonna wrap this up, Art. Appreciate you inviting us on. I'm glad we could jump in for a minute.
Well, thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, and
see you, Art.
See everybody in the chat later.
Adios.
Be watching my channel. It'll probably be about a week or so before I edit it, but I'm gonna try to get it up before the end of the month.
Sounds good.
Should be crazy town. Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, thanks. We got Sean and Kelly. That was great to have them on the show. So, anyway, I was talking about these power banks, and I think in a couple weeks I'm going to be giving away one of these bad boys. So, excuse me. This one's nice. This one, I don't know if you can see. It's got it. Oh, the letters or the pointers are green. So what it is, it's a compass on here. So that's pretty cool. And then it's got a flashlight on this end. And this one has a hard plastic cover, so you can see there's 2 USB 2s and a mini USB. And on the other one, over here, This one has the kind of a rubberized cover on it. So it flips over like that. And this has the USB 2. And this has the USB-C in the center, which is great for charging up your phone, or this is really nice. And this one also has the flashlight on the front. And this one, you could charge your phone Wi-Fi style, which is cool. Now, this one is 26,800 milliamp hours, while the other one is 30,000. For a small one, it works great. Whoa, whoa. What the heck happened? Huh. I pressed something and now I'm big. That's awesome. So, what else? Yeah, so yeah, this hard drive that I found, it's 320 gigabytes. So it'll be interesting to see if this thing works or not. If it doesn't, I found a neat trick that will revive hard drives, especially mechanical hard drives. What you do is you put your hard drive in a plastic bag and you put it in the freezer and leave it overnight, and then the next day take it out of the bag and fire it up, and for some it works. I found out about it on YouTube and it was amazing. Oh, what the heck happened? Now I can't. Oh, that is weird. I made the screen big. Oh, here we go. Ah, there we go. That's what happened. Okay, I lost my tab there. Oh, thank you, Dustin. That's Mr. Bill Kumasta. Good to see you, Bill. So this hard drive is a your green. Oh, let me explain. This building back here, this is the Westminster Castle, which is 1 mile away from where I live. And this opened up originally in the late 1890s. It was originally going to be a university. It was touted as the Yale of the West. And it was open for about, I'd say 15, 20 years. And then World War I happened, and then enrollment just plummeted, and they didn't have enough students to keep it open. So it closed, and it was vacant for many years. And then in the 1920s, a Christian organization bought it, and now it is a K to 12 school. This building here is the administration building. They may have a few classes there, but behind that building, there is the school. You can probably see it behind the water tower there. And there's also a radio station that is further this way, KPOF, Pillar of Fire Christian music or talk, who knows? So if you have a radio, I don't know if it's on iHeartRadio, it might be. Who knows? Google it. Maybe you'll be able to find it. So Chuck is not here today. He is up in somewhere in upstate New York. So he's having a weekend with this honey up there. Yeah, thank you, Bill. Press the thumbs up. Yep. Also, in about 25 minutes, I will be having a drawing for toffee. This week we've got some. This is milk chocolate almond toffee, so we'll be giving that away. And also, I've got this thing that came with the Tiny Hawk drone. It charges 6 batteries at one time, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to try it out on this power bank, see if it'll charge it up. I think it will. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to be meeting Daryl Rushing and can't remember the other guy's name, but their YouTube channel is K2 Kid. The letter K and the number 2, KIDD. Mr. Mike T-Man, wow, awesome to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. I met this great guy over at another channel, Yuri and Bruce. They have a channel where they talk about visa process for people that are engaged to a Filipina and want to bring them to the United States. So they talk you through the steps that you need to bring your fiance. It's called a fiance visa. And I did that once, and unfortunately that fell through. So that's a good channel. Also, Mike T-Man, he was a winner of one of my first giveaways. He won a drone. So hopefully Mike is still flying that. Maybe he graduated to a better drone out there. So right now I am downloading the video from my fishing trip today. I'm going to go through and check it out. Maybe I'll find something that I missed. I know there was a blue heron that I saw there, and I also saw a bald eagle flying overhead. And what else? You'll probably see the carp jumping, just like in one of my other fishing videos. Ron Brown, welcome. Good to see you. Ron, a good show the other night. Also, guys, check out these other great channels. Okie Tom, good to see you, Okie. And Bill Ronane's channel. Go check out his stuff. And Blind Neil. Yes, Neil, I will check it out after the show. Yes, I did have a good 4th. Stayed home, had a good time. Went fishing on the 4th and the 5th. Caught nothing. Except when I went fishing on Monday, I caught crayfish. Or you folks down south, we call them crawdads. Right, Chris? Chris Hope, you call them crawdads. Okie Tom, yep. If I would have caught a gazillion of those would be really tasty. So, James Tanner, or mud bugs. Yep, that's another name for crawdads. And JSK Enterprise. Welcome. Good to see you. We got a good crowd tonight. That's great. So today, yeah, they were biting, but just not on what I had on my hook. So, when I got there, I saw, oh, where's the video? Well, the video is over at, you know what the heck? Oh. Anyway, Mel, the video, I'm talking about Ken Heron's video where he flew FPV through some fireworks over the 4th of July, and how, yeah, little kids bothering him while he was flying. That was pretty funny. So, anyway, if you missed it earlier, we were Sean and Kelly and I, we were talking about how tricky it is to, oh, no, I didn't do it. I was just talking about Ken's video and how that could be kind of tricky to fly through fireworks. And if I would do that, I would take a drone that maybe I didn't want to fly anymore, just in case it got shot out of the sky. It wouldn't be, a bad thing. So, Joe Blaylock, welcome. Good to see you. So, yeah, if you could get like right in there and there's no people below you, that's fine. As long as you have permission from the people shooting off the fireworks, that's then you're okay to do that. And that's what Ken did. Big Water UAV Solutions. Welcome. Good to see you. And also, you could probably get your drone a little singed, and if you got, yeah, that's right, Chris. Risk it for the brisket. Yep, that's true. So, Mel, I think I sent you a link. If you want, you could jump in and keep me company a little bit. What I'll do is I'll go into Facebook to Messenger. There you go, Mel. I sent you a link. I believe I sent you a link in the email that I sent out. So if you want to, you could jump in. Chris Hope, you're invited to come in and keep me company. There you go, Chris. I sent you a link. Cool. So today it wasn't as hot as it was a couple days ago. Boy, it was hot. 102 degrees on Thursday and 99 degrees yesterday. So today we were in the mid 80s, so it was much more comfortable. So in about a little under 15 minutes, we're going to be doing a drawing for the toffee. So stick around. Yeah, more people we get in, more chances. They're all right. All the way from Arkansas, let's welcome Mel, 400 AGL. How you doing, Mel?
What's going on, Art?
Just relaxing. Went fishing this morning, and now I'm kind of relaxing and doing the show.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's right. So, how's the weather down there in Arkansas?
Hot.
Yeah.
No, I take that back, Art. It's freaking hot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably getting that high pressure system that just came through here in Colorado.
Hello, everybody in chat again. Howdy, hi. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of work on stuff. Been making some videos
Cool.
for the channel, for the intro and outro. I've got a whole new intro outro system set up.
Oh, awesome.
It's going to be pretty good, I think. I think it's going to be all right. I got some tricks up my sleeve where I'm going to be doing some tricky stuff.
Awesome. So how's the Franken truck coming along?
Franken truck is coming along good. I got both frame rails printed in PLA carbon fiber. Awesome. And some cross members. And I've got the spring hangers and shackles all printed, and I got one end of those bolted onto the frame. And I've got what I need now to make the leaf springs. So maybe tomorrow I'll tear into making the leaf springs, and then I'll be hanging the suspension on the frame, and I'll have a rolling chassis. Then all I got to do is mount the motor and the radio gear, and yeah, it's coming. It's getting close. It's getting close for its debut. But I 3D printed. I'm 3D printing everything I can possibly 3D print for it.
Awesome.
The axle housings, the steering parts, the steering knuckles and steering arms, and spindle blocks and everything. I'm gonna 3D print the spring mounts to mount the leaf springs to the axles.
Right.
And I've got the shock mounts for the axles 3D printed. And once I get the axles mounted, then I'll know how tall to make the shock towers for the frame. And I'll print those. And I think from all the spare parts that I have, I think I have enough shocks to put dual shocks. So instead of one shock on each corner, it'll have two on each corner. Yeah. So I think I've got enough parts for that.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's gonna it's going to look pretty meaty. It's going to look like a pretty meaty 4-wheel drive when I get.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Are you going to
So-
have it to where you have a FPV camera in it?
Not only is it going to be able to have an FPV, well, I can put an FPV camera on it, but I've got a mount made for the Osmo Action
Ooh.
and
Cool.
the Loom Cubes, the big floodlight Loom Cubes that you can put on your drone.
Yes.
And so not only will I be able to mount that on there, but I've got a setup made where I can actually rotate it 360 degrees and look around the vehicle in all directions.
Ooh, awesome.
And then, look
Can't wait to see it.
Look at the display from the Wi-Fi signal from the camera, from the Osmo Action. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So it'll be similar to FPV. And I've got one of those other little FPV cameras like I put on the drone, on the airplane.
Right.
That I could wear the goggles with and drive it that way.
Right.
So yeah, it'll have the ability to have either or when I get ready for it. That's right, Greg. Don't get too close. You get mounted and rotated.
Well, you know what they say at the jewelry store? Free mounting with every ring.
That's right.
Greg, if you want to, you could jump in. I will send you a link.
So you're just about done, right? You started just about almost an hour ago now.
Yeah, once James gets in, it's going to be another hour or more.
Oh,
Because he likes to talk. But he's good. He's a lot of fun to have on.
yeah. Where's your other sidekick tonight?
Well, Chuck is on a. He's with his honey up at some. I think they've rented a cabin or something in upstate New York.
See, I said wussy. Greg says he's too cold. He's in bed with an electric blanket. Whoa.
Oh.
Hell,
How cold can
y'all
it
are in
get
the
down there in
southern hemisphere.
Australia?
You don't even
It's not
frickin'
like
get
you're in
snow.
Tasmania. It gets pretty cold down there.
Good night. But every temperature seems low to us for them though, Art, because they use that funny number. So
Yes.
it could be 100 here and it would only be like 40 there or 50 or something. So yeah, it's backwards. I mean, I don't understand how they can figure out what the temperature is.
Well, 32 degrees is 0 to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm. But the funny thing is, when you get to minus 40, it's almost minus 40 to them. Go figure.
Yeah, how do you, I don't know. It's weird. They just do everything backwards because they're upside down.
Yep. And they drive on the wrong side, too.
Or upside down under.
So, Mel, do you have one of these?
I had one and gave it away on my channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was solar powered and it would recharge itself, or you could plug in stuff and it would solar charge the stuff, or it would charge the stuff, or the flashlights would come on and blink and flash and light your night up, and yeah, all around kind of handy gadget, and I gave it away.
Yep. So, how many milliamps was that?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I want to say 2,500 or 35. Might have been a 5,000 milliamp. I can't remember. It was hefty.
Well, this one is 30,000 milliamp hours.
Oh, well, then maybe that's what it was.
And this guy is 26,800.
Yeah, I don't remember. I know I know it was big. I gave away one or two on my channel.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, this one you could charge your phone via Wi-Fi.
Well, it's not Wi-Fi, but yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah, wireless.
Yeah, wireless. Well, James.
Is James here?
He says not sure he could make him this morning. Send some pics. Bunch of musicians dropped in. Okay.
Oh, I thought he was
Cool.
going to say he was having too much fun in the pool.
Yeah. And he's eating a lot of waffles this morning.
Mm.
Yeah, this one here has a compass on it.
Oh,
The
okay.
other one does.
Okay.
And they both have the flashlights on the end.
Right. Yeah, this one had that. I don't remember what the...
They both have 2 USB ports, and one has a mini USB in the center, and the other one has a USB-C in the center.
Oh, okay. I know that one I had, I charged it up, and then I used it. I charged both of my iPads, my 10-inch and the Mini 4, and my phone. I charged all 3 of those from it, and it still had lots of go left in it. So I thought it was a pretty good thing. I don't remember who won it, though. Somebody on my channel won it. I gave it away.
Yep. Yeah, I took it to work with me, and I was able to charge up my phone.
Uh-huh.
Because the kind of work I do, I'm sitting at a station, welding little tiny parts. So we're able to listen to our phones, listen to radio or...
Oh, you can, yeah, okay. So you can wear your headset and listen to music or whatever?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes, I did, Greg. I did get the joke. I will check it out after the show.
Well, I just thought I'd stop in and say hello to you real quick. I got to get back to editing. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got a good show on my show tomorrow night if I can do a shameless plug.
That's okay.
I've got a member of the law enforcement world that he's kind of a mucky moo a little bit, I think. I don't know. I don't know. He's got a badge and a gun. That makes him a mucky moo to me, right?
Yep.
But he's in the UAB division on the police department that he's with, and
awesome.
He does that, in his day job, in his real job, and then his other gig is he's a commercial pilot, UAS, and he does construction and demolition video and stuff like that. So he's going to be the guest tomorrow night. Awesome. Yeah, so I think it's going to be a pretty good guest. So y'all don't miss the show tomorrow night.
Awesome.
And with that, I'm going to get back to the coffee cup and the video editing.
All right, I think we're about to give away some toffee.
I finished a tree video for a tree company.
Yeah.
And then the guy added to it. He said, well, I want 15, 20-second clips that I can post on Facebook.
Oh, awesome.
And so the problem was I had 2.5 hours of video overall. Okay.
Yeah.
That made a 28-minute video of the job that I cut even more down to 8 minutes. I split that in half and made a part 1 and part 2 to get it under around 4 minutes, right?
Yeah.
the longest song I could find was like 6 minutes or something, 6.5 or whatever. So
Right.
I ramped another 8-minute version to match the length of the song. And I said, okay, I got this stuff already. And he says, well, I want this too. So he said, just do me a favor. He said, give me, 5 or 6 15-second clips that I can put on Facebook. I said, okay. So he said, just like, I said, I'll name them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. He goes, yeah, like A1, and just use the alphabet as the main file name, and then I'll know what order they're in case you have more than one clip that would go with, like if the A clip for 15 seconds only shows a portion of that section and you need to do 3 more, then make it A1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay.
A1, A2, A3, A4. That way I'll know that those 4 videos go together and they tell that story of that particular moment. I was like, okay. So I started with A and I ended up with Q.
Oh, geez.
Time I was done. I spent 2 days almost.
Oh.
It would have been, it was 2 days. I worked on it 2 days, but it would have been one long full day of making 15-second edits. And he says, I said, well, what kind of music do you want on them? He says, well, I don't want any music. I want the sounds, the natural sound of the chainsaws and stuff. I said, well, the drone doesn't record audio. If it did, it would just be the buzzing of the props. I said, so any audio I would have to actually match up to the video, because I do have audio, but none of it's recorded on the drone, right? So you have to find the clip with one of your other cameras that had the audio recording on it, match that to that section of the aerial video from the drone, time them, mark them, so that when you're watching the aerial video and you see the guy run the chainsaw, it's actually him running the chainsaw on that cut on the tree. Otherwise, the saw sound will be too small or too long, or it won't match. And so it took about an hour. It took about an hour per 15-second clip to match all that stuff up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. But anyway, so he asked for 5. I gave him there's 27 letters in the alphabet, and I gave him all the way up to Q. So I gave him 20? And each one of those has 2 to 4 clips in it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So it's,
Oh, man.
it's nuts. But anyway, it was a lot of fun doing it. He'll be happy.
Oh, cool.
You get clients like that want certain things. If you over deliver and give them more than what they ask for, they'll always come back, right?
Right. Oh, Mr. Mike T Man sounds like a $2,500.
No doubt. It wasn't $2,500. I guarantee you that. But it wasn't $50 either. So I don't get my drone out of the case for less than $150 for no matter what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, and if it goes on, like a weekly thing, like a construction job or somebody like that, then it's an hourly rate.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Can't complain. Nobody will listen. That's right, Gene Fox.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Doesn't do any good to complain because nobody else cares. That's kind of like pissing your pants in a dark suit. Gives you a warm, fuzzy feeling, but nobody else notices. All right, Art, I'm going to get out of here unless you need my help giving away the toffee.
Yes, tell people to pick a number between 1 and 50.
Am I supposed to have a number in mind that they got to match?
Well, I've got a prize wheel that I will share and I will spin the wheel.
Well, go ahead and get that set up. All right, y'all. Anywhere from 1, not between 1 and 50, but from 1 to 50.
That's right. and no decimal points, no.
0 and 51 don't count.
Yeah.
Oh, and you
That's
know
right.
what? I'm not on top chat, live chat. I'm on top chat. So this is going to mess everything up. Okay. JSK. Oh, you put 50 in there twice. All right. Okay. You got a 10, a 37, a 50, a 47, a 21, 17, 6, 23, 47. Gene Fox, you got to pick a different number. Somebody had 47 before you. Okay. He did 45. JSK's got 50. Dustin's got 37.
All right, I think it looks like we're
Hey, you got
about ready to spin that wheel.
10 or 12 people there.
Okay.
Well, you got to put it on the screen.
Yep, that's right then.
Wait a minute. Yep, Dustin, you got to pick a different number. Bill had 37 before you. Thank you, Bill. I missed it.
There we go. There is our prize wheel. All righty, everybody.
Hurry up, Dustin. Pick your number. Or Gene, whoever it is.
All righty, let's spin that wheel.
All right, Bill's going to change from 37 to 12. Okay. Spinner, Art, let her rip. Looks like
24.
Okay, nobody had a 24. So what do you do? The closest one?
The closest one.
Joe Blaylock had 23, so he's the closest without going over. That's what I see. I see Joe Blaylock with a 23, and that's
23.
Right? Is that what you see?
Yep. Congratulations, Joe.
Bill says I meant 12 plus 12. Okay. Looks like Joe Blaylock's the big winner chicken dinner.
All right, I believe I do have his number, but
email
his address.
email Art,
if you don't,
and email Art. Get with him. Make sure that he's got your mail information, and he will get that toffee candy sent to you.
Yep, and it'll be there before you know it. I think our last winner was Johnny D. RC.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, during the tour, keep your arms and hands inside the vehicle at all times and do not feed the local bears.
That's right.
All right, Art. I'll see you later.
All right. Thanks for dropping in, Mel.
Yep. Bye.
All right. Hopefully, maybe Oz by Drone will drop in. Maybe if Greg feels like it, get his little slippers on and his robe, his smoking jacket, and his ascot, and get in front of his laptop there. So, Chris, did you get another FPV drone? Or did you fix the one that you broke? That'll be interesting. So, hopefully soon James, all the way from the Philippines, will join us. You keep me company here. Kind of give us an update on what's going on with the Taal volcano. Oh, Ishin. Huh. Gene, if you get a hold of Kai or Chris, Doc Murdoch, he could help you out. Also, Mitch at Old Drone drone guy, get a hold of him. He could help you out. One of those guys. Those guys really helped me out. They got me all set up with my Tiny Hawk 2, and I got that flying. Also, check out my video where I flew in a mansion. Well, it's a big house. I call it a mansion because it's way bigger than this place here. My apartment. You're welcome, Gene. So I don't. There's a really good video of Taal erupting. That was I think it was July 1st that it erupted, and not quite as big as this place, but it's still big. Still big. So if you check out that video, you'll see all the nice little animals on the wall. He's got a whole bunch of deer heads, and I think he put his sailfish in the other room. So I think it was either a sailfish or a marlin they had mounted. That would have been something. So James, hurry up, eat your waffles and get your butt in here and keep me company. So we talked about that. So I gotta figure out what's on this SD card. It's a 16 gigabyte that was in one of the digital cameras, so you can tell how old that camera is. I think they're probably maybe 12 megapixels, maybe less than that. Who knows? One's an Olympus, and the other one I can't remember what it was. But also there was a Verizon tablet and all of that. Tell us a joke. Man, I hate it when people okay, I got one for you. An Aussie walks into the bar, and one of the patrons asks him, "Hey, mate, did you lose a thong?" Well, a thong is a flip-flop. No, I found one. So that's my joke of the day. So how's the weather down in Florida, Bill? I know you had a hurricane go through there. I think in your neck of the woods, you probably just got a lot of rain. Looks like Tampa area is the one that got hit with the hurricane. And now New York is feeling the hurricane. They're getting a ton of rain. That's what Colorado needs. We need oh, Bill says, "Oh, okay." Oh, so it missed you guys completely, yeah. Yeah, it sort of went like north of Tampa, and then it went across the Panhandle and out up by what, Jacksonville, And then it went up the coast, and now New York is getting a lot. Wow, Southeast Florida, yep. Yep. I remember a few years ago, there was a Hurricane Arthur that went through. So I think the only damage it did was it knocked over a few chairs in somebody's yard. So interesting. So I got some news from work. The company is moving. So effective October 1st, the company will be ceasing production and, until they move. They're just moving to the west side of town. But however, some of the departments are going to get consolidated and moved to their other plant in Indiana. So I think probably my department will still stay in the Denver area. Oh wow, that's great. Yeah. Well, that's what James Tanner did. He went and got a generator when he was building his home in the Philippines, and he just ran it too long. They had a stretch there where they had several days of a brownout, and he blew up the motor on his generator. Sounds like he threw a rod or something because it blew a hole right through the side of the motor, and I guess motor oil just leaked out all over the floor in the generator room. Yeah, I trying to think if it was gas powered or diesel powered. Yeah, but if James come on shortly, he could tell you all about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I may be out of work for hopefully not very long. Yeah, Chris. So it was 115 degrees in your neck of the woods? Wow. I've got a friend that lives up in Umatilla, Oregon, which is on the east side of the state. They got up to 118. Yikes. So, I mean, even Bill up there in the Seattle area, they got really hot up there, which is unheard of for that neck of the woods. Yeah. So I'm kind of toying with the idea of going down to Florida for a few days to do some fishing and drone flying in October. So it won't be too cold, and it'll still be nice and warm, and I could do some nice fishing, get a hold of some of the folks down there that have a boat and do some inland fishing. I think I'll probably fly into Orlando or Fort Lauderdale, and I'll stay somewhere in that area. Oh, hey, let's welcome all the way from Lipa, Philippines. It's James, my PI dream.
Hey, good morning,
Magadang
Art.
umaga.
Magandang umaga. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Well, this is I'm using the AirPods, and
Right?
I selected the mic in the AirPod. I've never done that before, so the audio's okay.
Yeah, you sound good.
Oh, okay, good. Well, listen, I felt so guilty and that I wasn't able to come in this morning because we got a house full, and if it's okay, I'm going to talk with you while I'm preparing waffles this morning. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Is it? So what? Yeah, I got a house. I have to feed a house full of folks here, and it's of course Waffle Sunday. And I see you don't have Chuck there this morning. What's going on with Chuck this morning?
No, Chuck I think he's at a cabin in upstate New York. Hi, Ness. Good to see you. Good morning.
He's doing another one. Is he doing one of his travel vlogs again, like he's been doing
Yeah,
here
I think
lately?
he is.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well that's good. I look forward to his next video that he posts. Yeah, he's so artistic. You notice that when he does his videos,
Yes, he
the
is.
effects that he does and the professionalism. I really like his videos. It really,
So, what's
if
the news on Taal?
well, I flew from the backyard. I've been doing it on a regular basis. I've been flying, and we're still in, I think, in alert 3. We're still in alert 3.
Right?
It's still putting out gases. They're measuring the amount of gases that go out. I don't know what the numbers are, but I really haven't been following it quite so hard because all the videos that when I fly the drone from here, and I actually got really I got to the edge of the lake. I got to the edge of the lake on the last flight that I
Ooh.
went from here, from the backyard. So that's pretty
Yeah.
far. My Phantom 4 won't get nearly as close because of the light bridge. The
Oh,
OcuSync 3 is allowing me to get a lot closer. So I'm probably, before I start getting issues with you need to turn around because your battery's low and everything like that, I'm getting
right.
probably about at least maybe about 2 kilometers further than I can go with the Phantom. So
Oh,
that's a
wonderful.
good thing. But the last one I went up there, I flew. I could see the volcano clearly, and just very light gases are coming out on the last video that I did. So I'm hoping maybe it's coming back down again, but I kind of don't think so. I kind of have a feeling all this that's happening is just a preview of something else
Yeah,
that's going to happen here.
right.
I don't know how soon. I don't know how soon. But there, for those folks who are interested, there's actually some live channels where they stay 24 hours a day and they have fixed on the volcano. So if you want, and
Wow.
there's somewhere really close, maybe Talisai, where the Volts people are that actually do the monitoring
Right,
and everything
right,
like
right.
that. So you can look at that. But I haven't nothing. I haven't felt any earthquakes, no tremors. The air has been clear around here. Of course, the wind blows in the opposite way. So far, got my fingers crossed on that.
Right, right, right. Okay.
So
Uh,
I sent you some. I don't want to burn the waffles here. I sent you some. I sent you some pictures. I don't know if I can share them. Let me see. I sent them to you. So I just wanted to
okay.
show you. Let me open some of these pictures. This is from last night. We had fun, and I'll kind of lead up. I'll kind of lead up to this. Uh, we we have like an open door policy, like the boss has my desk is always open to everybody. Well, we kind of have an
Right,
open door policy around here. So if anybody in the community wants to come over and they want to, especially if they're a musician, but it doesn't have to be a musician, and they want to jam or something like that. That's kind of why we set up that multimedia room down inside the basement. We set that
right.
up so it will invite people to come in. The instruments are there. All they got to do is bring a warm body and a little bit of talent, and
Right.
that's what we did. That's what we did last night. Unexpectedly, I didn't even expect these folks to show up, but it was cool. And I'll just show. Let me show you a couple of things. Hold on. I gotta pull some waffles out. So talk
Okay,
about something
go
else.
ahead.
Well, while I get these waffles, then I'll load up the photos from my. I just have a couple I'm gonna
Okay,
show you.
sounds good.
So what you been up to, Art?
Well, I've been doing a lot of fishing. There's a reason why it's called fishing and not catching, because I've
That's a
been
good one.
skunked 3 days so far. Went last
Really?
weekend, and
Oh,
so
well,
went
you didn't
out
have to.
this
You didn't have.
morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you went
went
out this
out this
morning. Go ahead.
morning, didn't catch anything.
Uh, how far? How far did you have to go to where where the fishing site is?
Well, today was only a couple miles away, so it wasn't very far. Last Monday, I went to Chatfield, which is probably 25 miles from here.
So here, let me see if I can do this. All right.
Alrighty.
I'll share. This is a few, and it was just a little bit of everybody. Just it was like open mic last night. I'll share one at a time. Here's one. Here's one picture right here. Go ahead and.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So that's Ness, and that's Ness's sister right there. And those guys in the background, those are just guys that drop. Okay. Alexa, stop reminder. Okay, so that's that one. I'll give you another one real quick. It's fun. We just had some really talented people. You'll see can you see this one? Okay, that one. Okay, I managed to weasel my way in and play a little bit with these guys up there. These guys are really good. They play a little bit more modern music. I
Right.
do old classic rock, but they're more like Black Eyed Peas and stuff like that.
Oh,
But I managed to weasel my way in a little bit. And I had fun. I had fun with them. And I have one
great.
more. And this. We actually had my brother-in-law was here, and my brother-in-law, he's more into like classical guitar and but he does also like reggae music and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Island
he's
music.
just island music. Yeah, so that was. You got to see the video. I just clipped this. This just came off of the video, so I did a quick screen capture. So maybe next time that we do the your show, I'll give you a little bit of an edited breakdown with some live video and some sound. You get to hear some of the stuff. But it was a lot
Awesome.
of fun, and the basement worked out really nice for a sound set. And those, remember all those acoustic tiles that I put
Yeah.
inside there to do the deadening? Oh my goodness. 100% improvement over what we had before. We had no
Wonderful.
issues.
Wonderful.
Yeah, we had no issues with reflection and feedback and nasty sounds and all that. So it worked out really good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll give you some clips the next time, and I'll have something
Awesome.
prepared. Yeah, and we'll show that. We'll show that as well. I think Chuck will get a real big kick out of that.
Yeah,
Chuck,
I think so too.
Chuck's a closet musician, you know.
So, did you have any luck finding a new generator or a motor for your generator?
Oh, I heard you. I heard you just now talking. People asking questions. It didn't throw a rod. It didn't throw a rod. What happened was it overheated because of me. It was my fault. I exceeded everything you were supposed to do on it. I exceeded the amount of hours you were supposed to run it consecutively. I exceeded the amount of capacity that you're supposed to do the load on it. I did everything totally wrong with it. And what it did because motors these days, they're cast out of something, cast out of like magnesium or aluminum or a combination of different types of metals. And what happens when you run something too long, that's why they say there's for this one, it's the maximum 8 hours consecutive hours maximum, continuous, they call it continuous. And we ran it for like a day and a half. A
Uh-oh.
day and a half. Yeah. So what happens is if you run it for too many hours and it heats up for so many, and it continues to stay at this operational temperature for too long, it'll cause a failure in the case. And that's exactly what it did. That's why they tell
Wow.
you it's on the. And it put a big hole. I'm going to say almost 3.5,
Yeah, I
4 inch
saw the
hole.
photos
Saw the
of it.
picture. Yeah. So what it did, it failed. All the oil spilled out, but I inspected because it's so big. The hole in the crankcase is so big. You can go inside, and the piston is still good. The piston is still on the crank inside there. But there is, because what happened when it exploded, when the case exploded, some of the shrapnel from the case was inside, and there's gears. There's timing gears
Yep.
inside there. Therefore, so that the crankcase and the valves and everything is lined up. It did some damage to some of the gears inside there. I
Yep.
think I think probably the best option for me is really the new engine. If I can get a new engine and just do a swap, pull that one up, because it just took two of the device, the rotors and the stators that produce the electricity. But I
Right.
can't find anybody around. I can't find anyone around here that will has the part and will replace the part. Logistics in the Philippines sometimes is a nightmare.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's one of the downside of living in a country like the Philippines. I don't know if it would be any better if you lived in Indonesia or
Well, I think it kind of. I got on my laptop here. It's covered with waffle batter. I think anywhere over here, whether and you ask, one of your guests lives over in Thailand,
yeah.
and I think anywhere over here, logistics is. We don't have the conveniences. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
Everything in the U.S. and Canada. I can't really speak for over in Europe, but we just have so many conveniences like in North America. If you want it, you can get it. Amazon.com, it's shipped overnight. You
Yep.
have it the very next day. You go down to your local Lowe's or Home Depot if you're a DIY. It's all there. Everything is
Yep.
there. Boom, you can get it. You can plan a project, and then you don't have to say, oh, I'm not going to start this project until I get all the parts in place, because I know I can get the parts. Here you can't do that. It's like
Hmm.
we have a major project that's scheduled once I get all the parts in. And I'm having to order some parts from the US, some parts from Canada. And the simplest parts that you would think I would easily be able to get here in the Philippines are the ones that I'm having the most difficulty. So I can't even start the project. I can't do anything on the project until I can get these basic. And these are some basic things, like some of the lumber. It's part of the project. I don't want to give the project away, but some of the project has to do with building with wood. And
Right.
I just some and wood is a problem over here, because in the U.S. we're the land of wood, right? Everything, all houses are built because that's one of our natural resources in the
Right.
U.S.
Right.
I mean, like, it's crazy how much wood that we have in so many forests, and they manage it really well because all the wood supply companies in the U.S. they replant. They take all this area, they have all, and it's managed really well. But over here, wood it's kind of sacred, and you have to go through the Department of Natural Resources sometimes when you're
Wow.
cutting wood inside here. You got to get permits and license and things like that. Do you know? Even in the Philippines, if you want to, if you want to buy in certain places, if you want to buy a chainsaw, you have to have an approval letter from the Department of Natural Resources that for you to buy a chainsaw. Like if you wanted to go down to Lowe's or Home Depot or something, nobody's going to say to you, "Can you show me the letter from the government that for you to buy this?" No, they won't let you do that. Also, if you go to lumber suppliers over here, basically what we would call a lumber yard in the U.S., you go to the
Right.
lumber suppliers, and they'll have some wood inside there that's rough cut to a certain size. It'll be rough cut. It won't be a finished cut. And you'll say, well, can you just take it to your, and they're huge, huge warehouses. And you say, can you just take it in the back of your warehouse and put it on your table saw and cut it to the dimensions that I want? And you're like, no, what do you mean? No, we can't do that, because if we buy a table saw to rip this wood, then we fall into a different classification. We have to pay taxes because we're like a manufacturer and all. That's how strict the government is
Oh
here from what to do
man.
with wood. Yeah, it's a very different. They're very different. So again, we don't have the conveniences over here like we do in North America. Yeah. But I'm dealing with that right now.
Right.
Get the logistics of getting all the parts. But God bless Amazon.com.
There you go.
They
There you
ship. They
go.
ship over. They ship over here. It costs a little bit in shipping, and sometimes it costs a lot in shipping, and sometimes in customs. But a lot of the stuff that I need for this special project that's coming up, a lot of it came from the U.S. from Amazon.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, and my good Canadian friend Stillman. I don't see him inside the chat here, but he's always sending me boxes of stuff when I need stuff over
Right.
here. So I thank him very much for helping us with those projects. Yeah.
So with the Philippines being is the people are so industrious over there, you think they could oh yeah, we can make that for you. Boop, 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 boop. And there you go,
Well,
right there.
well, that's true. That's true. But sometimes, what I notice in the Philippines is quality control is an issue. Quality control. So some of the parts on this next project
Oh,
that
there's
I
Steel
need,
Man.
there he is.
Oh,
So yeah,
Bob Casey wants to know what your houses are built out of.
the houses here are built out of concrete hollow block. They take concrete hollow block and they fill inside the center. And this is 90% of the houses are built like that, concrete hollow block. Steel reinforced with vertical and horizontal rebar, and then filled on. So just like if you were built, even in just like in the U.S., if you were building a commercial building, uh, basically the same. So that's the way they built all medium to higher price construction of it's all done like that. Some of the very modest house, like if people actually live in Bahay Kubos over here, made out of bamboo and stuff like that. And some of that's made out of wood, and there's like some of them are even made with uh, the palm leaves from like coconut trees or the palms around here. As a matter of fact,
Right.
we just helped out my wife when she was growing up. They adopted somebody. They were always adopting people to come, the less fortunate, to come stay at their house, the ancestral house that they have here in Lipa. And the young man that lived there when my wife's parents passed away, he moved down to Visayas, somewhere near the coast, somewhere that we're and typhoon took down. They had a bamboo house. That's what they lived in, bamboo. And the typhoon uh, last year before last, totally demolished that. And we just sent them funds to be able to rebuild. They did some, but they showed us the picture of the house and had no walls. They had a roof, but they had no walls. And we're like, "Where's your walls?" Oh, we haven't been able to build that yet. So Ness and I sent them. So now that some funds, so now they have walls, but it's still made out of bamboo. It's still all made out of bamboo.
Well, Steel Man says building a house from wood is considered feeding termite.
Yeah. Oh, that's another big problem over here. Much worse than in North America. The termites over here, because in the North America, United States, Canada, we have real cold season. We have the winter
Right.
season, and you don't really notice so much with the termites during the real cold. They kind of just go down inside the ground and they don't really bother too much. But here, it's 365 days of summer, and especially when rainy season, like right now, we're in rainy season.
Right.
The termites just start building all of these colonies. I've already 3 times since rainy season starts beginning of June, and already 3 times I saw termite mounds in our yard that I had to go out there and treat. So they're a big problem over here. That's why
Wow.
most people don't build. That's why most people don't build with wood. That's why concrete's king over here.
Yep.
That and natural resources.
Right.
But
Well, I
I'm
don't know
going
if
to.
you heard what's going on with the company that I work for.
No, I
The
didn't. What's going
company's
on?
gonna. Well, their lease is up November 1st. So on October 1st, they're going to cease operations at the where I work.
Oh, what does
So,
it mean for you? What does it mean for you?
well, I
Okay.
will be unemployed for a while until they move everything over to the new building, which is going to be on the west side of town.
And how long is that going to take?
Well, I mean, we've got tool and die and all the big machinery. That's going to take time to move it over to the new building, get that all set up, and oh, and don't forget we got to put up a network, to get all the computers hooked up. That's going to
Almost
take.
done. Yeah, I got a bunch of hungry people here. And they're standing on the opposite side of the monitor. It's like when am I going to eat? And it's cooking. This is the last batch of waffles.
She wants to learn.
Oh, I can't lift it now because it will end up looking like that.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that. Show your
Yeah.
face here.
Huh? Oh, this is here. Here's the guy. Here's the guy from with the funny face last night in the.
Hello. Good to
I
see
showed him
you.
a picture of you up on stage doing some stuff on stage. A fun stage? Yeah. Oh. I also wanted to I wanted to introduce, if you don't remember, this is Goth. This is my brother-in-law. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
He's from Tortola. He's from Tortola, the British Virgin Islands. But now they live here inside the Philippines. After the hurricane back 2 years ago,
Right.
took away 2 of their houses and blew it, and the
Oh,
houses are
boy.
gone. The houses are gone. So anyway, but Goth is he's an instructor. He and his wife both do different types of instruction for health and wellness and stuff like that. So they have their own channel too. But Goth is in the process of developing a new channel right now. His channel, he's into martial arts. He's like a I call him I call him a pink belt, and he probably yeah, I call him a pink belt, and that's like he's like a master black belt in all the disciplines, but he's so kind and he's so sweet, so I call him a pink belt. When he kills you with kindness. So
There you go.
that's how you get the pink belt thing. Anyway, he's going to be starting he's going to be starting a new channel and teaching and so he'll be able to hear you. You can't because I got the
Yeah.
So what are the different disciplines that you're going to be teaching on?
We're going to be doing Qigong, which is a Chinese like health exercise. Yeah.
Okay.
And then teaching an eclectic form of Chinese Kung Fu exercise, which is a little bit that can be a little more physical. We're going to be doing some movement, so on, But essentially, well, it's eclectic. What I've studied are Korean Taekwondo,
Oh.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, yeah, and a Chinese style called Wing Chun. Wing Chun. So you put all 3 of those together, and you get what I'm going to be teaching you.
But
Is that like Wang Chung?
Wang Chung, is it like Wang Chung?
Yeah.
But God, that was a joke. It was a joke.
Oh.
So, Goth actually, he and his wife went and they studied in China. They went to, like, yeah. So they went there and they got from the masters over there. So what I did for him was about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks ago, a week or 2 weeks ago, he came over to the house and we did like a demo video of out in the front yard in the Zen garden. It's good. What I'll do is either next week or the week after, sometime in the near future, I'll bring you in some of the clips of his, so you can get an idea. And if people are interested, they can, whenever he gives me his channel
Yeah,
information.
anybody can do it. It's really slow moving.
Yeah. But it's real good. It's really nice. We set up a couple of cameras. We kind of did the Chuck thing. We tried to make it elegant and smooth and enjoyable with music and that kind of
James the master.
So we'll do that, and we'll do a show and tell a little bit of
Okay, cool.
some of what we did
That'd
that
be
day.
great.
I think folks will enjoy that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, no problem,
Appreciate that. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting
One of
you.
these days,
Good to have you.
So
Thanks.
no problem. So Art, I'm gonna have to bow out. I got all the waffles
All right.
ready. So
Well,
I
thanks
have
for
a bunch.
popping in.
Yeah, no problem. I didn't think I was gonna be able to make it in, so I hope you don't mind me popping in with doing the cooking here like this. It's good to see everybody in the chat. I wish I could have had a chance to talk with Mel this morning. I love when Mel comes onto your channel, and he's just a totally the Wolfman Jack voice and everything like that. I just love chatting with him as well. Hopefully next week maybe Chuck will be back, so and he can share some of his interesting experiences from this weekend.
Right. Right. Well, thanks for coming in, and enjoy your waffles, and we'll catch you next time, and hopefully you'll have a video out for us to see.
I hope so. I've been really lax with the pushing the videos. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to do one yesterday, and then the whole yard just filled up with people back here from everywhere. Because I have a ton. I woke up yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I looked at my garden, and there's like 5 dragon fruit. I only saw one the day before, and then I got 5 red dragon fruit, and I wanted to get that in before I start picking those, because they're exotic. I'm telling you, the dragon fruit is really exotic. So we'll do some. I'll try to get something up pretty soon. So anyway,
Cool.
Thanks Art for inviting me, and everybody in the chat. Thanks for commenting, and I'll see you guys next time.
All right. Take care.
Hi guys. Cheers.
Alrighty. Well, that was great to have James in for a bit. So we're actually going to keep it under 3 hours tonight. So if I could bloviate for another 10 minutes, we get 2 hours. Awesome. So that's all that's been going on over here. Hopefully, luckily for us here in Denver, we haven't been getting the really unusually warm weather like they have been in California and up in Oregon and Washington. Here normally we'll get a few days in the around 100 degrees. Not very long. Most of the time we'll get 30 days or more of 90-degree days. Anywhere from 90 to 99, and we'll be cooking here. And hopefully we will get some rain soon. We sure need it, because the lawns are getting brown around here. Unless unless you live in the city where the city will have their sprinklers on to make sure that the greenway, but on the medians are nice and green, and the flowers are doing well. So that's your tax dollars at work. So here's the deal. What I was thinking about in October, I could either go to Florida. I was thinking about 10 days maybe. And I could do a lot of fishing down there. Or if it looks like I'm going to be off work for more than 2 weeks or under a month, maybe I'll go to the Philippines. But the downside to doing that in October, that's during the rainy season. That's why I want to go in either February, March, or April when that's their dry season. Last time I was in the Philippines was in when was it? Oh, it was in February. Oh, hey, we got someone all the way from Florida. Let's welcome Adrian.
How you doing, brother Art?
Adrian. Good to see you.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
It seems like everybody left. Am I late for the party?
Well, James has company where he lives, so he couldn't stay on very long, and Chuck is at a cabin, I believe, in upstate New York with his wife. So.
Got you. We got Gene Fox Green Mountain Droning. How you doing?
Yep.
Aki Rasho, Bob Casey. How you doing, Bo?
Show and
Bill
Bob
Ronan,
Casey.
Dustin Gable, Joe Blaylock, I'm sorry. Dustin Gable. Oh, you got some people I've never seen before.
Yep.
Steelman. Oh, how you doing, Steve Mack? We got Chris from Redwater Media.
Yep.
Sorry I did not join earlier. Art, I think Joe Blaylock said he doesn't have an email from you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. What?
But yeah, today was my baby shower for my soon to be here baby, so I was busy with everybody.
There you go, Joe. There's my email. You could email me your address, and I could send you out that toffee. So, Adrian, did you get a lot of rain from that storm?
Honestly, Art, my job went ahead and closed down Wednesday because of the storm. But tell you what, when they kind of made it sound like it was gonna be bad, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it's better safe than sorry. You know what I mean? So they send everybody home to do whatever they got to do. You know what I mean? And all that good stuff. So when I get home, I did what I had to do, got everything settled. I couldn't even really sleep because I was worried about the storm being horrible.
Right.
Next thing you know, when it comes to that day, like the night before on Tuesday, oh my God, with the thundering, the lightning, the rain was crazy, at night. But then the next day we got a lot of rain. I would say about half the whole day. But then around 5, 6 p.m., it stopped. A little bit of wind, sun out. It was rest of the day was good. Then it rained for about another hour, and then it just stopped, and that was it. Thursday, they said it was supposed to rain. A little bit of rain on Thursday. Everything was good after that. Friday, beautiful day.
Oh,
Today, again, they said it was going to rain. It got cloudy, no rain. Only a little
no.
sprinkle. That's it.
Mhm. Here it's been just nice and sunny. We had a cool day, so we got down to 85 today, where yesterday it was 99, and Thursday it was 102. That's how hot it was here.
Okay.
So here in the Denver area, they'll say, "Oh, there's a big snowstorm coming. We're expecting up to a foot of snow," and then the storm gets here, and we get 2 inches of snow.
Yeah, it's funny how the the meteorologist could talk about future things that's supposed to be happening, but then when you're asking for accuracy, it's never accurate. I will say sometimes they get it right, but I've noticed when they said, "Oh, it's going to be a 90% rain chance," nothing. But when they said, "Oh, it's only going to be 10%," that's when we get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
At least here in Florida. I don't know about Colorado, but in Florida, when they said it's 10%, we're going to get rain. When they said 90%, nothing.
Yeah.
And you will think it will be the other way around.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, and here in Colorado, we've got because of the mountains, that really plays into the weather, because if we get wind coming from the east, it goes up the mountains, and then all that moisture comes out. It loses energy, and that's how we get our snow in the winter. And then in the spring, when the wind is coming out of the west, it's going down the mountains, and that's what's called Chinook winds, where we get the warming wind and dries us out.
Yep.
Where in Florida, it's pretty much flat, and you're at the mercy of the storms that are out in the ocean.
Yep, it's crazy. So far, thank God, here in Florida, we haven't gotten anything, like horrible. Thank God, because man, like when it comes to the storms, things could get out of control pretty quick.
Yep. Yeah, especially if you get a Cat 3 or Cat 4.
Yeah. Oh, especially when the authorities tell you, you need to leave, you need to evacuate, and then some hardhead don't want to leave. And next thing you know, now you're stuck and they can't even come and get you because you decide not to leave. When they gave you plenty of warning. Now, they said that it was going to be a category 1 and we're going to get some rain, but nothing horrible. But they did say, be careful, have some food, be ready to probably be out of power maybe for the 2 or 3 days. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's understandable, But as far as when it gets to a category 3 or above, then if your house not that secure, you need to go somewhere else.
Right.
Or if you need to go to a shelter, go get it done now. Don't wait till the last minute, because at the last minute, the police or fire will not be able to come to you immediately. They got more things to worry about, I guess.
Right. That's true.
But you have plenty of time to go ahead and do what you have to do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, and I've been looking at homes in Florida, mostly in the 55 plus communities, and so I've been looking at places in Sebring, Vero Beach, Lakeland, and that area. But the thing is, you'll find these homes that are like really cheap, but the HOA will kill you.
Yes, sir. Well, Big Art, thank you so much for having me. So everybody in the chat, I'll see you later.
All right. Thanks for popping in,
Thank you for the invite, sir.
Adrian. Take care. right, guys, we made it to 2 hours. I want to thank all you folks for coming to the show, and I want to thank Gene Fox, Bob Casey, Akira Show, Joe Blaylock, Bill Ronayne, Dustin Gable. And then we got Steve Mack, Steelman 58, and Chris, Sunrise Water Media, JSK Enterprise, Chris Wedgeworth, Mel, 400 AGL. Welcome. Thank you guys for coming to the show. We'll catch you next time. Chuck will be back, and then we'll have a regular show with James, and maybe we'll have some more people jumping into the chat now that the holidays are over and we can get more people in. So take care, have a great weekend, and catch you next time. Skomakawa. Skomakawa. All right, well, thank you, Joe. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.